Always new. Peace and blessings, family. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. Club, we speak the word. In season or out of season, we speak that word so y'all will know and that the people will be reminded that there's a God that sits high and looks low. His spirit dwells in you. So you're connected to him no matter how you look at it. You can listen to the world if you want to, but as for me and mine, you know what time it is. We're going to serve Yahuwah. And today was a good day, family. Today was a beautiful day, actually. I got my ass whooped. I went over there just to go fly through the... And let me tell you, I had a ball, but that truck, I did a hub bearing on it, doing the basis and foundation for this conversation. Family, to any mechanic out here, I would never quit my profession, that's how you eat, family. And as far as that's why I chose not to never work for nobody. People look, oh, you should get a job. You should look, jobs are cool. I'm not work is good. Work is good. Let me say that. I'm not gonna say jobs. Work is good. Work is a commandment from the most high. Now, how you go about fulfilling that commandment, it matters. Oh, okay, I'm gonna work and get a job, and through this job, I'll be able to save, invest, and protect and provide. Well, provide, right? Mm-mm. All this was predicated on the decision that I made to even go to school to learn the trade, and I knew because I was a dude that was coming from the streets, family. I've been hustling all my life, so whatever I get a hold of, I'm able to control what I do. I can't control the outcome, but I can definitely operate according to the law. And if you work, the law meaning instructions. You know, the church has taught us that the law is done away with. But you have to look at it from the origin of its root. Law is the Torah. Torah means instruction. So whatever you do, you want to follow the instruction. I can't do nothing. And this is how it works. Even for a gangbanger, you can say, oh, I ain't with that religion. I ain't with no religion either. That's why I lean towards the most. That's why I lean on the Most High. And y'all hear me talking about his word. Because it's the truth. It's the way in the life. For those who, I got to take my endoscope over there. I got an industrial endoscope. I got to take it to the garage. I got this handle for a Toyota Tundra. I need to get rid of it. So I got to put it on the market. What I'm going to do is trick it out with my Cricut machine. Yeah. I know people don't want it. People act like they don't want to buy it, but I'm going to make it where they want to buy it. I'm going to trick it out while I still got it if it's not on the truck. I'm going to trick it out, put a design on there that don't no other Toyota have on it, something relating to Toyota. Yeah, it's the stuff. It has a backup camera on it. But mechanics, I would never quit my job. That's something that I pursued through prayer, fasting, and knowing that this was a way that I could build a life for not just me, but a life of peace, prosperity, and prayerfully wealth. Because I knew I was going to control whatever I was doing, but it was having the right tools in place that could facilitate it. Like I said, yeah, I come from my parents, for sure. My parents taught us well, educated, but working jobs for America. Never had that desire because I never liked the spirit that this nation carried towards my people. And y'all know how it is. You didn't have, yeah, you were afforded opportunity. The opportunity you created yourself. Yes, our parents worked to afford us everything we could possibly want. I got good parents. I thank God for them. And they still there with us and for us today. And that's how I roll. Yeah, I have my problems with, we have a lot of differences. And you have to work those things out. Like right now, I'm in the red. You know, everybody say I don't pay attention to my other children, my daughters, but just like, stop playing. That's something I have to fix. But to the mechanics, this is just my life. A quick synopsis of Wayne's World. Welcome to Wayne's World so you understand his mind. But his projection is to overcome. Wherever he's lacking, homie work not just by me, but those elements, everything that's connected to me, which would be my children. If they lacking, then I'm lacking aspect. I ain't gotta like everything they do. But I understand I have to have a relationship with them. And that's driven by just being a good, overall decent person, you know? That's just me. That me, y'all. But I ain't gonna take your bullshit. I ain't going along with no politics. Y'all know how boy, what the? You better not have, bro. I swear. But no, I would never quit my job. God will make a way. I make a way. He's made a way for me every day because I believe it. Everybody tell me to move around, get a job. You should quit this and that. Y'all know the normal routine. How you gonna tell me how to get to where I'm going? You don't know where the fuck you going. I'm in control of this over here. You dig? So whatever come, whatever may, that's how I'm rolling. If I'm losing, it's because of my lack. It's not anyone done anything or withheld or, you know, intentionally, yeah, even though people do be tweaking. People don't want to see you ball. And yeah, they do weird ass shit out here. You got weird ass people out here and they do weird ass shit. And we know this. A lot of it's driven by a spirit of hate. They ass hate themselves. You can't hate me. I ain't giving you that kind of power. You're not finna be living in my head. Oh, they don't like me, or they think this, or they think that. Just toss it. Oh, okay. I wouldn't care less. They say I ain't got no feelings, but that's bullshit. I do have feelings. I love my people. I ain't gotta say it all the time. I show your ass. You still alive. All y'all done offended me 20 years ago. I probably would have put your ass on a t-shirt. But today, no, I see your pain. I understand. And as a leader, I have to make the right decision. Do I want to keep y'all alive so I can keep y'all thriving and fat so I can use y'all in the war? Or should I just get rid of your ass? I ain't gonna get rid of your asses. You get to live today. Who you talking about? You talking about me? Everybody around me. Everything on this earth. I ain't talking, why would I? Everybody get to live because Dwayne is not wicked. Dwayne ain't trying to kill people and put his name on the front page. You know what I'm saying? This crazy black man goes crazy. He got tired of them niggas and just started shooting niggas one at a time. No, Wayne ain't gonna do none of that. Wayne gonna speak this word. We gonna. But to mechanics, anybody working anywhere, family, you went and got that trade. That's my point I'm making. Don't never quit your motherfucking job. If the dealer, you know the dealership was gonna work the shit out your ass anyway. And then I understand y'all getting you billing the people for so many hours of work, but you're doing more work than they're actually paying you, and then on the returns. Are you serious? That's why I work for myself. I take a chance. People and others on the outside looking in, they know. They just want to break your balls for whatever reason, because I believe they don't got the courage to do what you doing. All these mechanics quit. Boy, you can go in your own garage. You got a toolbox, probably old ass. I used to look at them techs. I worked in a good year, too, while I was going to school and learn automotive technology. That's like, even as a child, being around my dad, he had that big ass Matco toolbox with a billion tools in it. He still got a lot of tools, the right shit. But no, I go for self. I reach the people by with the things that I do towards that work that I'm offering. Like I was explaining, I didn't go to my mama's area to do nothing. I just went to go grab something to come right back. My lady looked, she like, you still got on the same shit. You ain't. No, baby, I brush my teeth, wash my face, threw something on, and run over there and run right back. I got my electric bike, so I be moving real quick, 15, 20 minutes. Yep, yep. Yeah, I pull up and he like, you gonna be in the back? I had set up shop in the garage. Sit back there, I was gonna make a quick video. I always make videos for this very purpose. There's too many mechanics I'm hearing talking about quitting. Bro, don't quit your job. Go in your garage and work for yourself. All them people you know, get you some business cards. Get out there and make it happen. They know you do good work. That's to your credibility. That's gonna lend to your foundation. You being able to establish yourself. That one person gonna tell the next person, go to church. There's 1,000 people there. They drive. You gotta move like that. I don't do all that. I let the work speak for itself now. People, you don't do. No, I don't need to go around y'all. The less you see me, the more you'll want me. What Wayne? What Wayne? You give them too much, they ain't gonna appreciate you. You give them an overdose. No, you make them want you. But they want to see Weezy because Weezy gonna bring the solution. You got to be, wow, you know what time it is. You gotta have what they want. I'm like the dope man. They be fiending for Wissane. They want that hit. Where that Wissane at? You got a dope fiend sitting over here now. I can't show a picture of him, but that's my dope fiend. She can't hit me. I know she can't because she would have said some shit fucking with me. She probably hit me. You know how women is. They pay attention to every motherfucking word you say. You can't say a word. Nigga, you thinking she done already imagined it in her head. So I know she listening to me. Ain't she? You little motherfucker. What I tell you? I ain't not I'm finna curse. Y'all probably heard me cuss, but I ain't gonna do it. Not cuss, but use foul language. That's not a curse. Curse is putting trying to put some work a familiar spirit on people. So we got to use words in context. That's not cursing when you use foul language. Shows me that you have a probably have a patience problem. You don't have too much patience with, you know. So therefore, when people rouse your spirit, you just go off and grab the first thing you see right there, which lets me know you borderline cray cray, because that's me. I be wanting to knock a person head hole in the head with a pen. Like, shut up, shut up, talking to me. Let me post some knowledge up in this big clunker you got here. This big ass empty clunker. Put some fuel in your head. Mm. No, but they killing the mechanics. I understand. You doing warranty work. That's a comeback. You don't get paid for that. And the mechanic has to carry that responsibility. And then some of the work you doing, say if they are paying you, they complain about that because they like, that's what a lot of people, when I tell people I want $100, you don't know the shit I had to go through. Like I just did that with my brother. A simple bearing, 4 bolts. Take the brake assembly apart, take the axle nut off, take the brake hold down caliper, and take the brake wear off. Family, and take the wheel speed sensor off. You know, I just told you I was on that motherfucker for 7 straight hours. I left here, got there about 1 o'clock. He pulled in the back. I was at the garage. I did it out of love. You know, I knew from the lugs. Those Chrysler lugs with them aluminum casing, y'all already know. When they get hot, they swell up. Or you beat them up over, as you use them, not beat them up, but using them for over a course of time, they tend to get kind of, knotted up and all that. No matter how with precision you try to move, something's gonna happen. Well, when it gets hot, those things expand, and sometimes they get jacked up, truly jacked up. And I had one. I worked on it for 2 hours. My son like, Dad, you still? I'm like, son, you stay the course, because at the end of this job, even though I wasn't getting paid, my brothers is being. He's gonna know that one, Dwayne. We can count his word is gold. We can count on that one. I didn't offer to pay him. He offered me to help. He offered me his help and wound up doing the job because I know he'd have got stuck on them lugs ready to kill that motherfucking car and wound up taking to a shop and got jacked up. But I know him. He wouldn't have went to no motherfucking shop. He'd have got it done. But my point is, industry workers, don't quit your job. Build your own clientele. Go to church. Work for them. You know, if you get free food, they're gonna keep coming. Give them some free service. Give them an oil change. What the fuck? Let them buy their oil. Give them a free oil change. You know, oil change is $100. You give them the oil change for their presence in return. They gonna remember you. Trust. Like my brother, he might not fuck with me, but he gonna remember that one. We can count on. That one really about that. And that's the point I want to make. That's the point. And that's the end of my video. Against all odds, I can't lose. The scripture told me. I ain't listen to nothing they talking about. They don't know nothing. The word told me already. So if I sound strange to you, it's because you don't know the Most High. I was sitting there listening to the Hebrews. The women recognize themselves as Jews. And I seen Sister Sahoga from her royal roots. I'm like, yes, a real teacher, a Hebrew teacher, and speak on there. One of us. You got the Christian women there and the other sisters that was. You got two of them that were Jewish who did the conversion and everything. Two sisters. And they were sitting right there with the Hebrews, but the difference is they was like, we don't follow Jewish tradition. Which I know sis didn't. I followed her and her husband. Been following them for years. My first Paleo Hebrew alphabet set I bought from their daughter. I gave them to my son. He studies them. We've been studying them for years. I got the book now that defines every word. But yeah, I used them. Once I bought the book, I gave them to my son. He uses them. So we look at that word and we tap in. We study it so we'll know. You know, you hear a lot of people, but family, I don't get aroused by none of that. They don't know what they talking about. So we gonna teach you. We're gonna teach you. Teach you. Most I said, do what? You having all this knowledge, you awakened, you have got all this knowledge, and you ain't sharing it with the people, you gonna be held accountable for it. You and your dependents. What did you do with it? So yeah, oh, this is my man. They do diesel engines. I'll be checking them out. I love them. He's talking about the text too, y'all. He know Dave's. Oh, Dave's didn't come on.
I just found out that I got a customer that drove all the way from Colorado. He does not want to pay us to diagnose his truck. I'm about ready to lose my mind. Let's go find out if we can fix this problem before we can debate it. Listen, this truck, Davis, you drove it, verified it's got misfire?
Yeah, misfire's on solid before, and then when you pick it up on acceleration, it seems to smooth down the stop misfire as well.
I just walked by and I said, Davis, what are you doing on this truck? He said, I'm doing what the customer wants, but you can't guarantee that's going to fix it. That's why you're standing here.
Okay, yes.
So tell me, you got Roger Colorado, that's a Davis Colorado truck?
Yes.
You know somebody who told him to throw it?
Yeah, supposedly he had it diagnosed in Colorado. Customer made an appointment to drop off their diagnosis, was the initial understanding. He called me confirmed.
I love Dave.
He called me
They
back
shop
last
his own, but they
week.
diesel. I'm gas. I have worked diesel trucks when I was working with Hunter. He allowed me to start the auto business. He was doing towing. I came and set up the shop. He crossed me, of course, because I wasn't into the paperwork. But he was. But he didn't know I was into the streets. You know, I'm into the streets, and the streets got away. Just like you can play them, y'all play them motherfucking games in the world, but you're gonna run across a person that operates with a real code. You know what I'm saying? Moving through these streets, and you mess or you fuck around and find out something you don't want to find out. Y'all think y'all can hide? Let me tell you something. Job market, them people grimy as fuck. The streets operate with a code. These motherfuckers in the system and all that, they don't have no morals. Hell no. They don't have no motherfucking morals. They just do anything. Family, we move according to a code. And when you break law, you know what's happening. You gonna F around and find out real quick something you don't want to find out. And I put that on everything. I ain't got to throw the rates up for that. That's law. I'm telling you the truth. I'm Chicago, South Side, 54. I ain't in the streets, and I ain't talking about gangbanging, but there's a code of ethics we operate by as men and women. Don't let it go over your head, brothers and sisters. I ain't saying I'm gonna kill somebody, but it's repercussion, consequences behind whatever we do as men and women. Let's do the right thing for the sake of humanity. Let's teach them, especially to the black people.
It's burning pretty good. Let's run compression test on
I don't like in there, get rid of them. That's the problem.
There's something wrong with that floor.
Follow the son. I'm following the procedure on how to do it. Ain't no way it's not gonna get done. This method works. It's law. You can't go wrong. That's what I mean by success and failure, which I'm learning to understand through Torah, through the book, through the word of the Father. I ain't gonna just say the Torah, because then everybody gets legalistic and want to explain, well, what is Torah? No, the whole book, the entire. No, we going downstairs. We don't need all that motherfucking air. It is not hot. Fucking fucking job. Oh, what the fuck? Something wrong with you. It is not hot. I don't know why that is. 30 degrees. You got a fan on. Are you serious? Tell me I'm dreaming, y'all. $50, that's selling 50, only 50 is supposed to have upward to 100. Compression test will tell you exactly what each cylinder is doing. Should be around 100 psi at each cylinder, pounds per square inch, pounds of pressure in each cylinder to to feed that thing. Oh, where's my pajamas at? On rock on downstairs. I don't fuck with you. I don't need no fucking stuff. It's not hot. Tweaking. They tweaking, y'all. You gonna tweak right with your ass. Hey, when they tweak, put that pipe on your ass. You gonna tweak their ass back in line. Yeah, our people be tweaked the fuck out for no reason, doing too much. Brothers, y'all know how shit is. 20 degrees out. I got the fan on. Fuck is you crazy? I gotta go. Peace, y'all. Blessings. Let's fuck up the mood. Have